Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you're at in the world today, we hope you're having a blessed day. And somebody came with me today, and you're going to be telling your basically dark side of lawn care story today, right?
Yeah.
Do you know which one you're picking out?
Yeah, it's the one.
Don't say it.
Nope. All you have to know is I had to have surgery.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I remember that one. So, guys, we're going to probably just show you before and afters. I don't really feel like setting up today because I got lots of yards left. Started late. It was just freezing cold. Frost all over the windows this morning, so I'm getting ready to do, I'm getting ready to do this yard here, and I'll show you what it looks like after, which it's not going to be much of a change because they're very green, but it's deceptive because they're not growing. So it's really strange, but we're going to cut it. I'll see you in a few. Okay, there it is. Cutting on 3.5 today. You can see a little bit of the backyard. So, yep, there it is, guys. Hey, before we get any further, I want to give a big shout out to my buddy in Michigan, Jim Oldigi. Jim, great chatting with you the other day, buddy. And, I'll tell you what, 5 left. Yeah, 5 left. So, let's get to them. Before and afters, and we'll talk to you guys. Okay, guys, this one is next. I missed the last one. I'm no good at this stuff about showing you the befores and afters. Just not good at it. But boy, look at the burning bushes turning red. I'm loving it. Those leaves will be down in about a week. Look at that down through there, man. Just gorgeous. Look at the tree. So this is going to start happening fast. And hey, I wanted to thank Dalen for coming out yesterday and helping me out. That was a huge help, wasn't it? Yeah. And you know, we gave him $1, whether he deserved it or not. You know, I give everyone $1. That helps me out.
Participation.
Tim can tell you all about it. Timmy Her, the roast beef king. It's participation money. But now if you believe that, you're a fool. So anyway, let me get this one done. I just think it's beautiful, man. Fall is a beautiful time of year. We have the Lord to thank for that. And guys, don't forget to continue to pray for Israel and their soldiers. You know, it's so funny. It took less than 15 hours for people around the world they went from standing behind Israel to telling Israel they shouldn't go and defend themselves. They just wanted them to forget all the children, the women, the husbands, uncles, fathers, mothers. They wanted them to forget all that in right at 10 hours. It's unbelievable what we're, I don't know, man. People are just not the way they used to be. There used to be love for people, and America used to stand up against terrorists. But I guess when you're owned by them as the president, you really don't have any choice. You just do what they tell you to do. Anyway, let me get this cut. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, here it is, everyone. When it's done, cutting everything today on 3.5, and got the sidewalk a little cleaned up. Didn't do anything with these. Unfortunately, not all customers want you to do leaves and stuff. I mean, they want you to do them, but they don't want to pay for them. And unfortunately, just doesn't work that way. Time is money, and we're getting closer to Miss Sarah's dark side of lawn care, aren't we?
It was a tragic moment.
It was. It actually resulted in surgery. So we'll talk about it. Let's get to the last two. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you the last one. Some of you are going to freak out and say, oh my gosh, that beautiful yard looks horrible. There it is, guys. Yes, I cut it on 3.5 and had to do a lot of blowing, a lot of double cutting. Well, I'd actually double cut the whole thing. You can see back there, this whole driveway was filled with grass. And why do you do that, Doc? Well, here, where we're from, you have to get your yard ready for winter time, okay? I know that doesn't sound normal, but trust me, around the middle of October, you start going down to 3.5. You stay at 3.5, because what happens is if it's super cold out and you go from 4 inches to 3.5, it shocks the yard. It literally burns it alive. And there's not enough time for it to grow back. There's not enough climate for it to grow back. The temps aren't right. And so if you go right from 4 to 3.5 or 3.25, you can kill the yard. So you have to get it acclimated to it. Last time I cut this 2 weeks ago, it was 3.75, and now it's 3.5. Now when I come back in 2 weeks, because right now almost everything, I don't want to say almost, but 30% to 40% is every 2 weeks right now. When I come back, I'll show you guys this yard. It'll be as green and plush as it is now, because we're going to get rain. But what happens with our rain, when the temps cool down, as you know, grass starts to go a little dormant, so we won't have a big mess next time. So anyway, it's time, man. Dark side of lawn care. We're going to set this up and let Sarah tell her story. And I remember this, and it was not good, because this cost us a boatload of money right at the end of the year. Honey, why don't you tell them your story, and I'll hold the camera.
Well, as in the words of Tom Noby, get it. Okay, anyway. It was a season I was working with you, so it was 2014.
Yep.
And this story should tell you, always know where your equipment is at all times. I was helping Shane do a cleanup at a Skyline Chili, and I dropped some ornamental grass on the ground, or aka pampas grass. And me and all my blindness wisdom shot down to pick it up, nailed my face and my head on the side rail of his trailer. And what it did,
Oh, go ahead.
What it did is it caused my gum on the right side of my mouth to recede and show the root of my tooth.
Yes.
And if I didn't have mouth surgery to fix it, I would eventually lose my tooth. And there'd be no replacing it.
So we had to pay, was it $2,800?
It was $1,800 out of pocket.
Okay, $1,800 out of pocket. You had to have surgery first.
First, I had a consultation
Yep.
to see if I could do it in the office, or I'd have to go to an OR in the hospital. It was done in his office, so that's why it was so cheap, because I didn't have to pay the hospital. It was outpatient, but they did have to shoot my mouth up 3 times. They removed gum from the roof of my mouth, patched my receding gum line, so I could keep my tooth.
And you had to wear a bite guard for how long? Was it 6 weeks?
6 to 8 weeks.
And you could not really eat solid food for...
I ate a lot of Ensure.
Yeah. It was horrible, guys. It was horrible. She was in a lot of pain.
Oh, Ensure mashed potatoes.
Yes. Yes.
The instant kind because they were creamy.
So what do you want to tell these folks about... Lawn care is not that fun sometimes.
The moral of the story is when you're doing any job, do not ever lose your equipment, leave it anywhere, nothing. Because you may hurt yourself and or get to the next job and need it and then have to go buy it.
Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with your tooth.
Because you have to know where your equipment is.
Well, you know what, guys, I'll tell you what. That was really painful for her. She was in a lot of pain for several weeks. And, you know, we didn't go out that day thinking about somebody's going to get hurt. So it is so easy out here, and nobody really talks about it. When you're a solo operator and you get hurt, guess what? You either continue to go or you're not getting paid. Man, there are so many of these stories out here. Now, tomorrow I'll have one from our buddy, the governor, Scott Murray. He sent me one last night. So, Scott, I'll have that on tomorrow. And, I mean, this job is dangerous. I have had hedge trimmers to the knee. I worked all the rest of that day. Decided to go to the ER. Well, what do they call them things?
Urgent care.
Urgent care. They stitched it up. They didn't get it cleaned out enough, and I ended up with an infection, so I had to take a shot, have them take the stitches out, clean it out again, and put stitches back in. I'll tell you, man, there's so many things people don't talk about in lawn care. All I know, I hear, well, and no, I don't anymore because I don't watch those channels. But I try to keep it real as I can with you guys. That's why we're doing this up until October 31st, to just give you a little taste. And when she went down, okay, I had no help. So that was really tough on me because she does a lot of stuff during cleanup season. And it was really hard on me to go out every day and do that stuff with absolutely no help. A lot of you guys know what I mean. So, hey, leave comments, leave questions. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We love y'all. Guys, please pray for Israel. Don't forget them tonight when you say your prayers. And, hey, as always, Dr. Real and Sarah Kuda. We were in the house. Guys, we love you. Have a blessed day. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.